Do you know these 10 academic vocabulary words? Teachers use these words every day in school, and learning them will help you understand lessons and improve your English. I'm Mr. Mitchell, and welcome to Nothing Fancy Literacy. Let's get started. Today we'll learn 10 more important academic vocabulary words. Analyze, summarize, infer, conclude, justify, evaluate, classify, sequence, interpret, and represent. Let's begin with our first word. Our first word is analyze. Analyze means to examine something carefully to understand it better. Analyze this graph. A good answer could be: the graph shows that the number of visitors increased each month. Teachers often ask students to analyze information before answering questions or making decisions. Let's look at 2 more examples. Here are 2 more examples. Analyze the character's actions. A good answer could be: the character was kind because she helped her friend. Analyze the results of the experiment. A good answer could be: the plants grew faster with more sunlight. When you analyze something, you examine it carefully to understand it better. Our next word is summarize. Summarize means to give the main ideas without including every detail. Summarize the story. A good answer could be: the story is about a boy who learns the importance of kindness. Teachers often ask students to summarize what they have read, learned, or discovered. Let's look at 2 more examples. Here are 2 more examples. Summarize what happened in the experiment. A good answer could be: a seed grew into a healthy plant after receiving water and sunlight. Summarize the lesson about ancient Egypt. A good answer could be: ancient Egyptians built pyramids and believed in life after death. When you summarize, you include the most important information. Our next word is infer. Infer means to use clues to work out something that is not directly stated. What can you infer about the boy? A good answer could be: he feels nervous because his hands are shaking. Teachers often ask students to infer information that isn't directly written or spoken. Let's look at 2 more examples. Here are 2 more examples. What can you infer about the weather? A good answer could be: it has been raining because the ground is wet. What can you infer from this photograph? A good answer could be: people traveled by horse and cart. When you infer, you use clues to help you work out the answer. Our next word is conclude. Conclude means to reach a final decision or answer after thinking carefully. What can you conclude? A good answer could be: the experiment was successful because the plant grew. Teachers often ask students to conclude after looking at evidence or results. Our next word is justify. Justify means to explain why your answer or opinion is correct. Justify your answer. A good answer could be: the triangle has 3 sides, so it is the correct answer. Teachers often ask students to justify their thinking with reasons or evidence. Let's look at 2 more examples. Here are 2 more examples. Justify your opinion. A good answer could be: the book was exciting because every chapter ended with a surprise. Justify your prediction. A good answer could be: dark clouds usually bring rain. When you justify something, you explain why it is correct. Our next word is evaluate. Evaluate means to think carefully about how good or useful something is. Evaluate your work. A good answer could be: I answered every question, but I need to check my spelling. Teachers often ask students to evaluate their own work and think about how they can improve. Let's look at two more examples. Here are two more examples. Evaluate the experiment. A good answer could be: the experiment was fair because we tested one variable. Evaluate your design. A good answer could be: the bridge is strong, but it could be longer. When you evaluate, you think about strengths and ways to improve. Our next word is classify. Classify means to sort things into groups. Classify these animals. A good answer could be: these animals are mammals. Teachers often ask students to classify information by grouping similar things together. Let's look at two more examples. Here are two more examples. Classify these foods. A good answer could be: these are fruits. Classify these shapes. A good answer could be: these shapes are triangles. When you classify, you group things with similar features. Our next word is sequence. Sequence means to put things in the correct order. Sequence these events. A good answer could be: first, the seed was planted. Next, it grew roots. Finally, it grew into a plant. Teachers often ask students to sequence events, steps, or ideas. Let's look at two more examples. Here are two more examples. Sequence the story events. A good answer could be: the boy found the map before he discovered the treasure. Sequence these historical events. A good answer could be: people learned to write before they invented the printing press. When you sequence, you arrange events or ideas in the correct order. Our next word is interpret. Interpret means to explain the meaning of something. Interpret the graph. A good answer could be: the graph shows that more students chose soccer than basketball. Teachers often ask students to interpret graphs, maps, and texts. Let's look at two more examples. Here are two more examples. Interpret the poem. A good answer could be: the poem is about friendship. Interpret the map. A good answer could be: the map shows that the town is beside a river. When you interpret something, you explain what it means. Our final word is represent. Represent means to show or stand for something. Represent this number using base 10 blocks. A good answer could be: there are 3 hundreds, 4 tens, and 2 ones. Teachers often ask students to represent ideas using numbers, pictures, diagrams, or models. Let's look at two more examples. Here are two more examples. Represent the fraction. A good answer could be: the picture shows 3/4. Represent the water cycle with a diagram. A good answer could be: the diagram shows evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. When you represent something, you show it in another way. Well done. Let's see what you've learned. Congratulations! Today you've learned 10 more important academic vocabulary words that teachers use every day in school. The more you hear, read, and use these words, the more confident you'll become. Thanks for learning with me today. Choose another lesson on your screen now to keep improving your English. I'll see you in the next lesson.